Hello and welcome everybody. We have the global patch notes for August 22nd, 2025. Let's get straight into it. We have some class changes coming up. So first off, we have Warrior Awakening getting damage adjustments. All adjustments are going to be PvE only. PvP damage is supposed to be adjusted in proportion. So we're looking at Burning 4 going up to 4,700. Flow Overwhelming going up to 4,600. Madness Breaker going up a tiny bit to 3,370 and 8,600. Merciless is going up to 5,000. Balanced Strike going up to 5,000 as well. The Flow Sack Strike going up to 4,200. Grave Digging up to 5,600 and 9,200. Crush 3 going up to 4,300, very small increase. Flow Reckless Strike going up a bit more to 7,604, and when the gathering is complete, the hit damage is 12,600. Flow Armor Breaking, the damage is going up to 4,900. The Tearing the Sky is going up by roughly 400 to 5,400, almost 500%. Flow Knee Kick going up to 3,900, and Flow Ankle Break going up to 5,000. Then we have Ranger Succession, it looks like, main weapon inheritance. So we have Honest Blade Wind going up to 4,000. Wind Gathering 3 going up to 1,538, very small on the hit strike. The Gathering Strike is going up a bit more to 6,944. The Arrow that Tears the Breath is going up a little bit to 1,800 for the up to 7 hits, and then the Gathering is Complete is going up to 4,300. The Flow Short-Lived Gale is going up to 4,000. Final hit damage to 4,200. Tiny increase effect here. Shooting the Blast of Wind going up also a tiny bit. The multi-arrow hit damage is going up to 1,238 with up to 11 hits. The additional hit damage is going up to 1,500. The Thrill of Nature is going up to 6,700. Recreation going up to 8,100, which is a 300% increase roughly. Then we have the Shackling Arrow going up 300% roughly to 6,400, and the additional Vine damage going up to 2,500. Windpath finally going up to 8,300, which is also a 400% increase roughly. Then we have the Sorg Awakening, same thing as the others, PvP damage being adjusted, so PvE only. Shadow Capture is going up a tiny bit to 2,000. Well, 2,000. Final hit damage also going up a tiny bit to 5,000. Black Spirit Shadow Capture going up as well to also 2,000, but the final hit damage is 7,100. Soul Harvest is going up to 3,600. Additional hit damage is going up to 4,800, roughly a 200% increase. Grim Reaper's Judgment is going up 500% on the hit damage to 9,000. And when using a fragment or gathering additional Reaper status, the damage dealt is going up and also 600 to 10,600. Black Spirit, the Judgment of the Grim Reaper, is going up by 800 roughly to 12,800. Karshan's Nightmare is going up very little to 5,074. Also, the additional hit damage is the same number. Soul Slicing is going up 200% roughly to 4,700, and the final hit is going up by the same amount to 6,200. Swirling Darkness is going up by roughly 300%, a little less, 6,600 in the end, with 7,143 on the second hit. Blade Hits is going up to 5,180, very small increase. The also very small increase on the Dark Blade effect to 928% per hit, up to 12 hits. And then the Flow Scream of Darkness. The Dark Blade effect is going up a very tiny bit to 1,398 times 2 explosion damage per Blade of Darkness. Then we got Berserker Succession, also going up a tiny bit on the Flow Destroyer of the Mad, is going up 200-ish% to 4,500. The additional hits is going up a little bit more to 5,270. Wind Cutting Beast is going up to 7,530. That's almost a 800% increase on both hits. Then Fierce Attack is going up a 600% to 5,700 up to 2, and the same on the second hits. The Beast State is going up to 4,000%. Then we have the Predator Hunt going up 500-ish% to 5,300. The last hit is going up by 900% almost to 9,000. The Reign of Terror is going up significantly as well, going up to 9,500, almost 600. So actually 9,599. And the last hit is going up to 8,228. Then we have the Ancient Waves going up to 9,490. Again, a 1,000% increase. Then we have the Desolation going up by 1,000% to 8,400. Then we have the Hunting the Weak going up by a little less to 4,300. Rock Push 3 is going up very little to 2,000. And the additional hit is going up a bit more by 400% to 5,200. The Attack of the Beast, again, a good increase on the first hit to 5,400. And the Knee Slap going up by 300% to 4,000. Then we have Musa, main weapon. The Flow Garum 4 is going up a very tiny bit on the first hit to 2,600. The additional hit damage going up a tiny bit to 4,900. The Retreat 3 going up a small bit to 3,100. Teaching the Blind going up to 3,600. Fury 3 going up a bit more than the others, going up to 8,400. Reverse 4 going up to 3,000, very little increase there. Small increased damage from hitting with the sword, and the Sign Sword Spinning Slash hit is going up a tiny bit to 1,600. Waterfall is going up a bigger chunk to 5,570. Flowering going up 200-ish% on to 2,400. And the additional hit damage going up almost 600% to 6,500. The Flow Destruction is going up a tiny bit on the first hit to 1,500. And the Destruction when learning Decapitation, additional hit damage is going up to 3,800. Young Yeoman Flow is going up to 7,900. And then finally, Splitting Mount Tai is going up a tiny bit to 6,800. Then we have the Ninja Succession. Shadow Slash is going up 500% to 3,500. Crescent Moon Slash is going up to 8,800. That's almost a 1,500% increase. The Ankle Slash is going up significantly as well to 8,700%. Stab the Vital Point going up 600% to 3,600. Aiming for the Heart is going up by almost... That's 2,600% to 7,800. The Flow Foxclaw going up to 1,957. And the second hit going up to 3,900. Then we have the Black Moonlight going up to 2,500. Very small increase there. Commendation hit going up to 8,400 with a 400% increase on the second hit, second section of the skill. Beheading the Dead is going up 400% on the second hit. First hit unchanged. No, first hit also 400% up. So 6,800 on and 4 on all hits. The Rotating Blade is going up to 9,600 on the first few spinning hits. The additionals are going up to 3,600. The Heavy Rain Upward Strike is going up to 2,200. The Commendation hit is going up to 5,600, almost 700. And then the Explosion hit is going up to 4,800. The Flow Rampant is going up to 4,100. Sword Attack to 3,600. And the Explosion hit to 4,100. Escape from Commendation. Actually, no, that's not Flow, that's Black Spirit. The Escape from Commendation is going up to 7,930. Big increase there. And on the additional hit going up like 800% to 5,600. Then we have Murder of the Spear going up to 4,500. Evasion of the Spear Murder going to the same amount. Then we have the Smokescreen going up to 5,580. Cloud Moonlight going up to 9,300. The Illusion of Bondage going up to 2,900. Very small increase there. Ninjutsu Decapitation going up a good chunk to 5,380 on all hits. Goblin Slash going up to 4,100. And Goblin Claw going up to 3,100 and 4,700. Then we have the Kunoichi Awakening. Guangyun Chu is going up to 4,500. Sonan Sahamu 4 is going up to 3,800 on the first two, well, 3 hits. The last hit is going up to 6,600. Moonsway, the charge hit is going up to 2,900, so is the last hit. Flow Tip going up to 6,300. Half Moon Slash going up to 2,700. Shocking Strike going up to 1,800, with the Moonlit Strike going up to 2,600. Moonlit Blast also going to 2,600. Hyun Mew going up to 4,200, very small increase here. Flow's Circle Dance going up a small amount to 3,700. Rainy Moonlight going up more significantly to 9,900. Rookie Struggle, somewhat significant change, going up to 5,000. Public Indignation going up a good chunk to 8,900. Yokyung Tan going up to 10,000. Rihun going up to 5,600. Black Spirit Moonsway going up to 4,300, and the last hit also 4,300. The Black Spirit Sonan Samu going up to 8,800 on all hits. And the Saha Rihun Rampage going up to 7,500. Then we have the Wizard Succession. That should be it. Succession, main weapon inheritance. We have the multiple magic missiles or arrows going up to 5,100. That's a good increase. Same thing on the additional hit damage. Fireball is going up to 6,900. Flame Blast going up to 8,500. Almost 900% increase. Flame Blast going up a little less to 6,800. Meteor Fall Wide Area going up to 4,500. And the Meteor Impact damage going up to 8,900. Meteor Fall Focus going up all the way to 15,000. That is a massive increase from 11,700. Lightning Storm High Pressure going up a good chunk as well, from 7,700 to 9,200. Lightning Storm Strike going up also to a huge amount to 7,700. Residual Lightning Link going up a little bit to 2,600 and 2,800 respectively. The high pressure version of the Residual Lightning going up to 5,400. The Current Discharge going up a good chunk to 5,300. That's over 1,000. Then we have the Current Discharge Diffusion going up more, roughly 3,000%. No, 3,500 to 13,800. Then we have the River Cold Fog Suppression going up over 1,000. No, about 1,000 to 8,800. Blizzard Territory going up a little bit, less than 1,000 to 5,600. Blizzard Storm also less than 1,000 increase to 4,800. Additional hits going up to 3,200. Earthquake Destruction going above 1,000 gain to 18,000. Fireball of Destruction is going up to 5,700, less than 1,000% increase. Then we have less than 1,000 on the Current Wave going up to 8,900. Small increase on the Water Curtain Explosion to 2,800 and 8,600 when linked after another skill. The Balance Collapse is going up above 1,000, going to 11,500. Infertility is going up to 4,300 on all hits. Then we have Wizard Awakening. The Water Curtain Rupture going up to 3,200, going down actually by 300%. We also have damage going down on the Baptism of Fire to 8,700. Lava Eruption going down 500% to 6,150. Water Bead going down to 3,600. Flow Water Bomb going down to 5,700. Rushing Water going down 400% to 6,400. Karma, the mag effect is going down 300% to 4,700. And 100% to 2,300 on the mag effect. Strengthening by Mag's Wrath is going down a little bit by 100% roughly to 2,300. Fireball of Destruction going down to 9,900. Cataclysm going down to 7,700. Mag Effect going down to 2,300. Cold Wave is going down a tiny bit to 4,500 on all hits. Black Spirit Karma going down to 6,200. And Mag Effect going down to 2,325 again. Great Calamity going down from 11,200 to 10,500. Mag Effect again at 2,325. And the Black Spirit Water Bead going down to 3,628. Then we have Witch Succession going up in damage, multiple magic arrows, just like the wizard, going up to 5,300 and 10,400 when attribute is affected, is activated. Fireball 3 going up to 6,900. Flame Blast Scatter going up to 8,500. Flame Blast Area going up to 6,800. Meteor Fall Wide Area going up to 4,000, and the Meteor Impact going up to 8,200. Meteor Fall Focus going up to 9,100. Lightning Storm High Pressure 8,400 as an increase. Lightning Storm Strike going up to 6,800. Residual Lightning going up to 2,600. Small increase there, and 2,800 on the following hits. The High Pressure version going up a tiny bit to 5,400. Big increase on the current discharge concentration going up to 5,300. Last hit going up to 11,300. Big increase there. Current discharge diffusion going up to 13,800. Again, a massive increase. Cold Fog Suppression going up 8,800. Quite a bit. Then we have Blizzard Territory going up to 5,600. Blizzard Storm going up to 4,800. Additional hits to 3,200. Fireball Destruction going up to 5,700. Almost 800. Current Wave going up to 8,900. Then we have finally Water Curtain Explosion at 2,800 and 8,600 when linked. And Balance Collapse going up to 11,500. In the case of Awakening, similar to the Awakening Wizard, skills are going down in damage again. So Balance Breakdown 4 going down to 7,700. The Gore's Blessing is 7,700 as well. Wave of Cracks going down to 4,900 with the Gore's Blessing going up down to 6,500. We also have Brainstorm going down to 8,200. Baptism of Lightning going down 600% to 10,000. Current Wave going down to 5,800. Strengthening of Descent of Tet going down to 5,800. Lightning Bolt going down to 8,800. Thrones of Rejection going down a little bit to 3,680 and 4,800. Trials and Tribulations going down 200% roughly on the first few hits to 5,025. Gore's Blessing going down by a similar amount also to 5,025. Black Spirit Balance Collapse going down 600% to 9,400. And Black Spirit Lightning Storm going down 400-ish% to 5,900. Then we have Dark Knight Succession, Scratching the Madness, going up a very tiny bit to 3,000. Similar on the following hits, going up to 4,000. Then we have Execution going up 300% to 5,300. Wheel of Fortune going up roughly 800% to 11,300. The True Story of Camisylvia going up a tiny bit to 7,600. Gathering hit damage going up a bit more to 15,000. Pitch Black Ashes going up a very tiny bit to 6,300. Madness of the Vidir going up to 13,400, almost 1,000% increase. Tilted Balance going up a tiny bit to 5,100. Permeating Darkness going up 300-ish% to 8,700 on all hits. Air Raid going up 100% roughly to 3,200, and additional hit 4,300. Twilight Ride going up almost non-existent to 2,393. Less than 100 increase there, and less than 100 increase on the second to 2,154. Legacy of the Spirits going up a bigger chunk to 8,900. Then we have Blooming Black Rose going up by 200-ish% to 4,800 and 6,700. Ashes of Madness going up a tiny bit to 3,000. Same thing for the Land of Vadir to 3,100. Dagger of Destiny going up to 1,575 and 5,100 respectively. And Pitch Black Oxidation going up to 3,800. Very tiny increase there. Then we have Striker Main Weapon, or Succession. The Black Spirit Knee Hammer going up 500% to 3,600. 300% increase on Equilateral going up to 3,900. 200% increase roughly on Bared Claws to 2,700. Sprint Release Hit going up to 3,600. Red Fang going up roughly 700% to 3,200. Spirit Release going to 4,300, a 300% increase. Quote Move 4 going up to 4,600. And the last hit going up to 4,600 as well. Then we have a roughly 500% increase on Gung 4 going up to 4,200. Same for the Spirit Release. The Black Spirit Hoppo going up 400% to 6,300. Similar on the Spirit Release going up to 7,500. Black Spirit Nagashinyang going up to 4,200. Very small increase there. After collecting, also small increase to 5,800. The Black Spirit Great Wrath going up 200% to 5,800 and 300% on the Spirit Release to 7,000. Hungry Beast going up big chunk, almost 900% to 4,600. And the Black Spirit Axe Chopping going up to 5,200, a 300% increase. Then we have Sage Succession getting some changes. So the Black Spirit towards Retribution going up 400%. Space Shatter going up as well to 5,100, almost 200% increase. Same on the second hits, going up 300% to 7,200 roughly. Towards Dojo going up a bigger chunk to 11,400. Towards Breath going up to 13,500. The Great Collapse going up to 13,300. The Gate of the Void going up to 15,900. Illusion Development going up to 9,000. And the Black Spirit Oral Discharge going up to 8,000 and 5,300. And the Dimensional Compression going up to 3,500 on the first two hits, and the third hit going up to 5,000. Then we have Maeghu Succession, the Black Spirit Dance of the Heavenly Way going up a tiny bit to 3,500. Second hit going up a tiny bit more to 5,300. Claw Cutting going up a tiny bit to 1,800 and 3,600 respectively on the later hits. Panicked going up to 5,000 and 4,100, very small increases here. Bigger increase on the Black Spirit Lantern going up to 6,300 and 7,400. Crater going up a bigger chunk to 8,700. Flower Trail going up to 1,500, small increase there, with a bigger increase on the second hit to 5,100. Breaking Through the Stone getting a bigger increase to 5,000. Flower Viewing Party 3 going up to 9,100. Ghost Whirlwind going up to 6,500 and 5,300. And finally, Nokduri going up to 6,500. Deadeye, we have the Jin, I think that's the Black Spirit, Rapid Fire. Live Bullets going up to 8,200. Marnie going up to 7,200. Smiling Deception going up to 3,800. Very small increase there. The Hidden Card Damage going up a bit more to 7,600. Marnie going up to 3,500 and 11,400. Bloody Wind, Live Bullets going up to 3,500. Marnie going up to 3,200. Chaos Skill, damage going up to 3,900 and Marnie 3,500. Rapid Fire, the Marnie rounds are going up a tiny bit to 6,800, and the Marnie rounds going up to 6,000, again a tiny amount. Bulletstorm has a small increase to 2,700 on live rounds and 2,500 on Marnie rounds. Then we have general class modification and changes. We have the Lan having some issues with control keys to activate the skill Uru during gliding. Dracania, there was on one of the float skills, the skill has been changed to be approximately 20% faster than before on the first hit. Ranger, the issue with the description of the Binding Arrow skill containing a description of hit power has been corrected. Berserker, there's still an issue on the Giant's Leap skill. It would land in the middle of the move and the movement distance would be shortened. Ninja and Kunoichi, there takes an issue where the angry expression would appear even when in battle standby. So ninjas and Kunoichis were constantly mad. Shy, there was an issue with the Florang technique not being linked after using a certain skill in talent mode. Shy on Hey, the description of the skill that incorrectly stated that gravity would be reduced has been corrected. Nova Acceleration, they fixed an issue where the 15% casting speed increase effect for 30 seconds was not applied when entering the state with Pouncing Ring. And Deadeye, they fixed an issue where in pad mode, awakening weapon skills could not be registered in the ring menu before the character directly acquired the skills. Then we have the thing a few people have been waiting for, Alan Serbin's Landscapes. Or with these, you will be able to obtain treasures that were once exclusive to certain zones in entirely different regions. So while you are defeating monsters in the original zone, you will collect paint, a special material needed to activate the Alan Serbin's landscape, and using paint to charge the landscape points for specific zones lets you earn treasure materials from that zone even while defeating monsters elsewhere. Previously, only certain monsters in those treasure dropping zones would drop the required materials. Now, any monster in a 300 plus AP zone can drop them, and there is a note that the drop rates for these materials through the landscape differ from the original zones, adjusted for factors like monster density. Here we can see an example. We have Road Sulfur, Pilaku, Akman, Histria, Sakraya Underwater, Paddocks, Ash, Crypt, Olens, and Ulukita. I'm guessing that's City of the Dead. This has been added to allow you to obtain the items, obviously. It will be a UI added towards the top right. When you defeat monsters in the hunting grounds where you could obtain the existing treasure materials, you will obtain the paint items for that hunting ground according to a specified probability. For example, Paint of History of Ruins. You can then right-click on the paint item to use to charge points in the landscape painting of that hunting ground. Here we can see that example. Sorry about that. Then we have the... you can charge multiple paintings at once by pressing the plus button in the landscape UI. 10,000 points are charged per paint item. So here we can see 10 is used to fully fill it. In the UI, you can activate the checkboxes in the upper right corner of the hunting ground where points are charged. And you can run multiple checkboxes simultaneously. So here we can see them charging up the spots. So pretty much 10 is to completely fill the bar, while 1 is used for a partial fill. When you right-click on the top of the landscape UI, it will activate the landscape, so you effectively charge it and then activate it in the UI. When the landscape is activated and being in an appropriate hunting ground with 300 AP or higher, you will be able to obtain the treasure items that could be obtained in hunting grounds. There are some notes, however. The painting will not be applied when hunting in the same hunting ground as the painting is activated. So if you have Histria activated, you cannot grind in Histria to get that item. Hunting grounds that provide the same items, such as City of the Dead and Darkseeker's Retreat, are also not affected at the same time. Excuse me. So you won't be able to go to City of the Dead, grind the piece, and then go to Darkseekers. The landscape painting does not apply in party hunting grounds, so you will not be able to burn through these at Dekia Dolans. And the landscape does not apply when you are in a party with other adventurers, so you need to be running solo. With the addition of the landscapes, the tag Ella Serbin's landscape has been added to the hunting grounds informations as well. Then we have the Jinbon 1 Dawn Crystal for Life XP coming out. With the cap being raised, many adventurers have been making use of Manos tools. Meanwhile, for the focused players, there used to be the Silver Embroiders. These will be going away. As such, these can be equipped when wearing Preonne accessories, and when you wear them, you can, equip them in those bottom slots, and it is Life XP. So we have the highest version giving 15% Life XP gain, the Bond going up to 8%, and the Wand going up by 4%. The integrated exchange limits are shown here, 1,880 on the Jin, to 7,500 bill on the upper end. On the Bond, it's going up to 1,500, and the lower limit being 375 mil. The Wand going down all the way low to 75 mil, or at the highest 300 mil. You will get them by heating the materials below. So here we can see the Crystal of Dawn Life Experience, which should be the lowest version. Is 1 Essence of Dawn, 30 Traces of Nature, and 500 Magical Lightstone Crystals. To then get the Bond version, you need to heat 5 of the lower grade, it looks like. And then again, upgrading that, 5 bond. So 5 wands goes into 1 bond, 5 bonds goes into 1 Jin. By heating the actual resulting crystal, you can obtain 25, 5, or 1 Dawn Essence respectively, so you would lose out on the Trace of Nature and Magic Lightstone crystals. Also, the items below will be removed due to these crystals, which includes all these silver embroidered clothes. As the silver embroidered clothes and horse trainers have been deleted, compensation will be paid. So the compensation is as following. If you're from 0 to +2, you will gain silver. If, however, you happen to have a +3 or +4 or +5, you will be able to get some extra crystals. So it looks like they will give us 1 won, 1 bon, or 1 jin, respectively. In the case of the famous horse trainers, they will be a bit more gracious with, it looks like 2 won crystals, 1 won and 2 bon on +4, and finally 3 Jin crystals from +5. Oh, actually 2 Jin crystals on +5 for the silver embroidered. Then there is the mention of the silent slumbering armor for Fughar. This is gonna just a bit more details for what was added to yesterday's global patch, NAEU patch. We have the talking to Fughar, which is the breakthrough the limit quest. 2. You will get the Essence of Leap armor and some advice of Elks, 150 to 60 sacks. You can then enhance or a Tuvala up to deck, and once you've completed this, you can complete a quest and get a silent armor piece. The above items cannot be registered. However, when strengthening to Holland grade, it can be crafted into the Adana's armor. And among the above reward items, the Dawn gloves and the Taurus boots can be changed for other types through the NPC in Ulukita. Then we have the abilities or stats for the armor. Here we can see pretty much hex to deck being shown. However, most people are not going to be using these very long, so they'll probably upgrade them and then swap them. Overall, you're just getting stat increases across the board on all cases on your way up to deck. Then the success rate for reinforcing Tuvala armors from stages hex to deck and the number of Cronstones are shown here. We have the Essence of Leap armor, which is 1 required, 100%. That is to get it to hex. Hex to Sept, it's 10 Agris Essence with the no downgrade on a probability of 1.5 with 15 Blackstones of Concentrated Magic. Sept to Oct, 25 is needed. Oct to Nov, 35, and then Nov to deck, 50 is needed. The probability going down 1.5, 0.75, and 0.6. This does sound very similar to the, Tuvala weapons. The number of Cronstones goes up from nothing to 2,200, 2,600, and 3,555. That is somewhat reasonable. Anvil Essence again, 10, 11, 12, 13. So very similar to the deck weapons. Then we have some Monsterzone changes. So first off, with the release of Jordine, if you did not upgrade your Sovereign subweapon, but did exchange a Pen Blackstar, you were having a little bit extra trouble with Jordine. As such, the defense of monsters appearing during the quest have been reduced by 8%, and effectively that is because you do lose some monster AP. And the locations of the following monsters has been adjusted and added. A mercenary possessed by the Black Spirit, a swordsman, a knight consumed, a Valkyrie effectively, and the location of mermaid monsters consumed by Black Spirits have been adjusted and added as well. Then we have Quests and Knowledge. There's 2 more titles that will be obtainable through the Adania main quests. Adventurers who have already completed the quest will be rewarded the title. They've also added a voiceover during the Battle of Ash Wings in the Orbita main quest. And the dialogue between Ash Wings and Enslau during the boss battle has been modified. Then the other big thing is the buff application effect status UI has been added. This allows you to check the details of the currently applied buffs, and you can check the stats and application formula for various buffs. So here we can see for probably mount XP or horse training XP, so we can see the actual formula being used and the respective buff, and you can even highlight the one you currently have and how to possibly get it. They've added the ability to also recruit by setting a minimum level, so the party finder will be able to set a minimum level AP and DP. So adventurers who will not meet this requirement cannot even apply to the party, and when setting conditions, the minimum level can be set to 60, and the minimum AP can be set to 370, and the minimum lowest DP that can be set is 440, sorry, not 4,400. The Party Finder has also been improved to allow parties even if you're on different servers, so that is no longer server requirement, and adventurers who do not meet the minimum requirements cannot apply for a party. Actually, I think that's the maximum. The names of the buttons at the bottom of the screen of the event integration page have also been modified to be displayed appropriately. Then there's also some more changes on the event integration UI with the magnifying glasses. Adventurer Support Center F11 has been removed. The name of the horse details menu F6 has been changed to horse growth information. When you click on the special login rewards area in the news UI, it will now link you to the event integration page. Then we have the info, well, my info peep following, getting a description of the training level in the life tab, and the increased skill acquisition rate for the pure horse set only applies to the horse it is equipped on. The size and position and notification in the center of the screen that appears when accepting or completing quests has been modified, so the vertical size has been adjusted, and so has the pop-up. A button has been added to allow you to immediately check the detailed information of the horse connected to a carriage. Acquisition probability of skills currently applied to your mount is displayed in the My Horse information. And it's been changed that the confirmation message is displayed when pressing the button to enter the boss battle location. Finally, the all-in-one preset has been pushed back a little bit, and we get to the fixes and changes, which is just some general fixes and changes for Krogdalo, having some issues with shallow water. Also some issues where monster grades was not displayed correctly, and the second fight on the Ensla boss, so effectively some boss fight fixes. So we have here applied buff effects would not apply, wing appearance or not disappearing. Overall, a bunch of little changes and fixes for the zones. There's also some fixes for the Orbita Castle. Also the range of messages displaying, position of mermaids of the Black Spirit being corrected for the quest, Ethereum's Castle. Also some NPC locations for the Edania quest chains, I'm sorry. Right-clicking on the Adonis fragment has been improved to provide directions to the armor crafting NPC now. Also, some information on the Adonis fragment has been corrected. They also fixed an issue where the coral crabs would not move in certain situations. Also, some crosshairs not being displayed on those. Also, some Mount XP gain during Mount XP hot time being applied got fixed. And finally, there was some issue where transformation on a shipwreck near Bogoria's realm was fixed, and fog around Asan on the world map. And furthermore, just some general fixes for the pad UI. With that, we go to the recap. Overall, the integrated presets, that is a bit sad, the all-in-one preset, but okay, better than they do it properly. Then we have the XP itself, that is really great. Finally be able to see the formula and how it applies and where you can possibly gain a bit more by adding it earlier. Then we have the Monsterzone Changes, okay, great. Standard stuff. Deck Tuvala, great to get the details, but more important. The life XP crystals for the Preonne slots, absolutely awesome. I do like the way of getting them. It's just stacking effectively. Alan Serbins, I'm not quite sure, but it looks like it will just be the Ulukita telescope. Nothing for the Knoll. But hey, we will see. If we maybe get some moss maps from different zones, it would be kind of cool. Otherwise, we got class changes. They all look fairly good. Obviously, the downgrades on the Awakening Wizard and Witch are a bit rough, but I've heard they've been doing pretty good, so it's kind of understandable.